guys? Welcome back to episode 6 of D3 Dropouts. It's been a pretty long break. The boys were a little busy. We apologize. We're going to get back on a little bit of a better schedule, I think. Connor, how you doing?
Good. Yeah, we've taken a long break. I have been on vacation. I've had school things.
Yep.
Brennan's got stuff going on as well. So we had to take a couple week break there, but we're ready to get back at it. There's lots to talk about. We're going to give you guys a lot of good stuff coming up. So I'm really excited to chat today with you.
And honestly, we can just dive head in. This is our NFL segment. There's not a ton, like you said, there's not a ton. They're making cuts, obviously. A big one that we don't have written down here, I just want to touch on real quick, is the Steelers signing Big Ben back. I think that's a mistake for the Steelers franchise.
Why?
Big Ben, I think he's past his prime, dude.
You were a playoff team this year, so you weren't drafting a quarterback.
Okay, that's fair.
That's my thing.
Okay.
He's way past his prime, don't get me wrong. But was he the real reason that you guys were not that good at the end? You had no running game. You have good receivers, but you have no running game and no line.
The line is the big one.
Yes, he's not the guy that's going to be able to throw 40 times a game and win you games. No, he's not that guy anymore. But is a rookie quarterback going to do that either?
I understand that. Here will be my rebuttal.
You need to fix the things around him before you fix him.
Okay, and I agree with that. Here would be my rebuttal, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just more like,
go ahead, rebuttal.
Let's not even say. We've seen it. The NFL is kind of changing more into this fast-paced game where the quarterbacks kind of need to be able to move in the pocket, move out of the pocket and be able to run. Big Ben can't do that. So yes, I agree with you that the line is trash and they do need to fix that, but maybe having and their running game, but maybe having more of a younger, moving type of quarterback would help that a little bit more. That would be my only thing I would have to say on that.
I mean, I don't disagree, but who are you getting? You're not.
Yeah. What is their pick?
You're not in the financial state to go get you're not going to trade for Deshaun Watson at that point.
Yeah.
My opinion. Maybe that'd be the only name I'd even willing, but you'd give up so much that would it have even been worth it? I don't think Big Ben is I don't think the Steelers are a Super Bowl team anymore. I think they're just a playoff team.
Yep.
But short term, over the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 years, I don't see a better option than re-signing Big Ben for cheaper.
Yeah, no, I agree. And their pick is they're not going to get anyone studly. So you're right.
Especially with all these mock drafts have 4 guys going in the first round picks, which I think is ridiculous.
And that's a great transition into the big segment of our NFL segment, which is just kind of mock drafts. Again, they're mock drafts, but most of the time, the bigger guys like Mel Kiper and what's his name, Todd McShay.
Yeah,
they're not spot on, but they're pretty close at least.
They're good at their jobs.
Yeah. So, being Lions fans, we got to talk about it. We have to be hopeful at the beginning of the draft season and then at the beginning of the season. I got 3 names on this list. I've seen all 3 of these names on different mock drafts going to the Lions.
Lions pick 7?
Yeah, 7. And we'll get into that because actually there was a couple of drafts where they trade their pick. So I think that's a horrible decision, but we can talk about that. So the 3 names I got written down, I know you can see them. Justin Fields, quarterback out of OSU. Devontae Smith, Alabama wide receiver. Jamar Chase, LSU wide receiver. Now, I know you don't want him. Jamar Chase, I think, is the best option.
No.
Now, he didn't – okay, you got to remember he didn't play.
Yeah, I know.
But the season before, he had close to – identical stats with Devontae Smith's this year's stats, and he won the Heisman. That would be my.
I don't want Devontae Smith.
Okay, so who would you want out of those 3?
I don't want a running back, wide receiver. That's not the problem for me.
Jared Goff is not. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do because I don't know if you're a Goff guy or not. I don't know if we've talked about it a ton. Are you a Goff guy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I like him. I don't think he's like a long-term, like keep him and turn him into our starting quarterback. I think within the next couple of years, we need to find like a good, solid, like younger guy.
I thought you said golf.
Huh? Oh no, Goff, Goff.
No. Yeah, I think we kind of are on the same page. All right.
No, you're good. What are you looking up?
I was looking at a mock draft.
Oh, okay. So this mock draft that I've pulled up, I had a link. We got Trevor Lawrence going 1 to the Jaguars, which is almost set in stone now, I would say. New York Jets, Zach Wilson. Carolina Panthers, they take Justin Fields in this one. Falcons take Trey Lance, who's the North Dakota State guy.
Yeah.
And then it goes Bengals, they take an offensive tackle. Kyle Pitts from Florida goes to the Eagles, and then the Lions come up.
Yeah.
And it says McShay's pick for the Lions was Jamar Chase. So that's where I got Jamar Chase from. And he actually goes pretty in depth on how he thinks that with Marvin Jones, Amendola, and Agnew are gone, and the Lions don't know if they're going to tag Galladay. And they just signed Tyrell Williams, but he's a veteran. So he thinks that the wide receiver position is what the Lions need.
Well,
go ahead.
We're so like you build around a line on both sides of the line. I like the Lions had so many O-line and pass rushing problems, and those are the most important positions outside of a quarterback. That I get to Jamar Chase as a stud.
Yeah.
Like I don't see the need for him at this time. I honestly don't hate trading back and getting more picks.
Yep.
Because there's going to be more, O linemen, D linemen to be had or to be developed per se. Which is why I don't hate trading back in this case scenario, as long as you're getting more picks out of it.
So then the trade back mock draft was Kuiper's draft. And he had the Lions trading with the 49ers, which they would get number 12 and number 43 pick. That's what the Lions would get for number 7. So to your point, they're only 5 picks behind. It's not like a ton of people are going to be gone. And then they get another pick. So that would, and the first round pick from 2022.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good trade. I kind of agree with you.
The one guy I really like, is that this kid from Penn State.
Okay.
I can't remember his name. He's like a linebacker, defensive lineman.
A
little beast.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He's like one of the best athletes that scouts have ever seen.
Micah Parsons.
Yep. I would take him.
6'3", 244.
Yeah,
Dude's a monster.
I would take him.
I think that's a good pick.
Trade back.
Yep.
If I'm the Lions, that's what I'm doing.
So another, if you're the Lions scenario that I have a question about, do you tag Kenny Galladay?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't want to play in Detroit.
Oh, obvious. Nobody wants to play in Detroit. All right. So that's that. Let's see. What was the other headline I had for the Lions? Oh, the Tyrell Williams thing. That's just that they signed a wide receiver from where was he from? Come on. Was it the Cardinals maybe? I don't know.
Tyrell Williams?
Yeah, Tyrell Williams. They just signed him within the last 2 weeks. I don't remember where he was from though. And actually people have been talking him up. They actually say he's pretty good. I've never heard of him. Raiders, yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of him. We'll see how he does. The other big NFL news, we got a little bit more, but the big NFL news that happened while we were taking our hiatus was JJ Watt officially with the Cardinals after I think he was in contact with like 15 different teams, dude.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to either, I would have liked to think Pittsburgh,
Buffalo or
because his brother, because both his brothers are there.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay, because he's like he was a Packers fan growing up. and the Bears were one of the other because his wife plays on a Chicago soccer team.
Yep.
Those
So
are.
that's
I honestly would have thought he would have gone to all three of those before Arizona. I was a little surprised.
and you know what? I think the only
In Arizona for a
The-
team that didn't make the playoffs last year.
but they were like projecting before he said anything. I think they were projecting like teams were going to have to give him like 15 or 17 million. He got way more than that from Arizona. So that could be a big part of it. I mean, it always is a big part of it.
There's rumors that he was offered more though.
Oh, okay. So now that way, if he was, that would be crazy that he went to Arizona out of other teams that were offering.
Yeah, I mean, I think he believes in Kyler. I don't think they're that bad of a team, but like you look at that division and like the Seahawks are still good as long as they have Russell Wilson.
Which
the Rams just got Stafford. They're an absolute contender now.
Yeah.
As long as Cam Akers stay healthy, and the Niners, like they were just a down year because everyone got COVID/hurt. Like that's a tough division to play in. Like I don't see Arizona making the playoffs. Like
Yep.
So like I don't think he's the difference maker that he once was. So to me, it's him believing in something Arizona has, and I think Arizona was one of the best offers money-wise.
So actually, to your point, we're gonna keep going in the NFL just a little bit more because this is gonna be its own segment. The quarterback situation. Have you been keeping up with that?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, just kind of. Well, obviously now Dak just signed again with the Cowboys, so he's there. I think Russ came out and said he wanted to trade without actually saying he wanted to trade.
he went on a radio interview and suggested that he wasn't happy with what Seattle had done with him,
and he did also come out and say that he doesn't like getting hit as much as he does.
Yeah, because he does, but that's part of the way he plays, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean he's one of those. I think he was one of those those guys that in college was able to rush a little bit more than he probably has in the NFL. And you still can kind of see that he tries to do that a little bit, but he's a little older, so he doesn't move as well.
He's still a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Yep. So the other one, do you think
there's some everywhere? I mean, it seems like everyone's looking to get a new quarterback.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson is the other big one.
Oh yeah, Watson. I was thinking Cam Newton. Do you think they'll do anything with him, or maybe I was thinking
the Patriots said they weren't signing him. So
okay, so Cam is going to be a free agent.
Yeah.
Okay. So Deshaun, we kind of covered this a little bit. I think the new GM for the Texans came out and said that they were not going to trade him.
Yeah, they're an idiot. Like he said so many times, they want to be traded. He's been abused by a shitty organization like Houston.
Yep.
Like they're so dumb. I see it every day that that they don't think they're gonna have to trade him. Well, guess what? He's literally not going to show up if you don't trade him.
He did say that. He said he would sit.
That's what I mean. He's not going to show up. You're literally not going to have a quarterback. You're gonna have fucking what's the state guy that came in and played for them in a playoff game. You're gonna have Connor Cook out there.
Yeah. Now, another point to the Deshaun Watson, it's not only hurting the Texans, but it is hurting the Texans in as they're paying him ass loads of money to do nothing, to to complain about the situation in Texas when probably, I mean, this is a stretch, obviously, but think about the Patriots getting Watson.
I think they're
or if you're Watson, where do you want to go play?
He's going to Miami.
You think so for sure?
Yep.
Okay.
If I were a betting man, he's going to Miami.
Okay.
I would say Miami and then Chicago are my top 2. And then 3 is the Jets.
And I think if he goes to Chicago, that turns that team around. Now they haven't even been bad.
The problem is they're gonna have to. It's what you're gonna give up to get him. You're giving up all your picks for a while.
Yeah, but do you think? I'm asking you. Do you think it's worth it?
Yeah.
For Chicago, yeah.
I think he's a top 5 quarterback. Chicago was a playoff team last year. They really shouldn't have been. I think you're right there with the Packers if you have Deshaun Watson.
I 100% agree. So that's really all the big news, I
In
think.
Miami, it's just do you have faith in Tua?
And do you?
Tough question because he was like, okay, he showed glimpses.
Do you give up Tua though?
Glimpses of the bust.
Are they going to give up Tua if Deshaun comes there though? Like, do you think
you're giving up Tua and a pick, bro, and you're giving up Tua and probably a first and a second for next
So what do you think Tua does for the Texans? Anything or no?
No, the Texans were 4-12 last year, so they're like.
That's just unfortunate to see because, like you said, Tua showed glimpses of greatness this season when he played.
Yeah, it does bother me how fast teams are to give up on quarterbacks these days.
Yep.
Like that's a quick one to give up on, I feel like. So.
Yeah, definitely. That's all I got for the NFL. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
No, I mean that's it. Obviously, it's the off season, so we can all we can do is speculate at places.
Yep. Oh, I think actually the last thing, the Chargers they franchised Justin Herbert. He's their franchise quarterback now.
Okay.
So that's pretty big. I mean, he had a studly season though.
He had a great year.
Great year.
I mean, when someone has a great year like that, I go, yeah, so he's good, but can he repeat it?
Nope. That's all I got for the show. You got anything else?
Oh, D3 Dropouts. That's
us.
That's how we end shows. We just drop a pin in it and say, hey man, that's all we got.
And so I just want to real quick touch up.
That's all I got.
I just want to quick touch up on. No, you're good. So Connor, you want to read the first couple lines of the what's next, or do you see it or no? Just the promotions.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I have trouble with the internet. More to come with different types of content as the weather breaks and restrictions get lifted.
Yeah.
So things are opening, like Texas, no more masks.
Hey, that's great.
Okay, yeah, this is serious though. If you have content ideas or something you would like us to see, or anything D3, or D2 or NAIA or anything like that sports wise that you'd like us, hell, even pro sports that you want us to talk about, or hopefully my voice doesn't crack anymore.
I was waiting for you to say something.
And contact us on our Twitter, Instagram, or by email.
The email and Twitter and all that will be linked down below, so you guys will be able to
say. And
then
check out our website, especially. Brendan's been putting out a lot of blogs, or some vlogs.
Some blogs, yeah.
I'll be getting
more blogs now.
I'm kidding. Yeah. So I'm gonna start blogging as well. Mine's gonna be more general stuff, funny stuff, serious stuff, health stuff, sports stuff, all that kind of jazz.
Yep.
Anything that I feel about writing about, I kind of got a brain that likes to space out sometimes.
No, yeah, I totally get that. The other thing we've been talking about it a little bit. It's been in the whispers. We do have to get more of a following probably before we do this. We are going to do some merch. Hopefully. I was actually thinking, Connor, we could buy like the cheap cotton t-shirts and kind of make our own merch, like just D3 Dropouts t-shirts. And then we could go to like different sporting events at different colleges and kind of hand them out, at least so people like are getting the brand out there.
Yeah. Let us know if you want to see that.
Yeah. And the only other thing I got is the viewer contest. We said we were going to do 500 subs by Easter and we would both get a buzz cut. We're going to lower that to 400 subs to make it more doable. And we will both get a fully 1-inch buzz cut around our whole head if that happens by Easter Sunday. So that's something good. But wait, there's more.
Look at that hair.
Yeah, look at all this hair. Look at all this lush. Both of us got luscious locks that would be.
My hair is long.
Yeah, your hair is very long. But the other thing is, for more motivation for the next week, every subscriber we get, I will add it up. One subscriber equals 15 minutes, and I will live stream it on our Instagram and YouTube. I will run on the treadmill for however long it adds up to. So my example down there is probably a little stretched, but if we got 50 subs, I would be on the treadmill for 12 hours. That's brutal. So we'll see. But share this
Brennan's
with people.
never even been on the treadmill for 50 hours.
Yeah,
total. So
total. I don't know if I don't even know if I've been on the treadmill for 5 hours total. So 12 would be a stretch, but I'm going to live stream it. Well, that'll be good content. You got to share this with your friends and get this out to people though, so that we can make this content and we can keep continuing to entertain people. So that's all I got. Connor, we got to come up with a new saying for you.
Yeah, I know. If there's no football, there's no me. But there's no football and there's still me.
Hey, I like that.
So I don't know, guys. You tell me. Oh!
Yes, I like that. So from D3 Dropouts, until next time, peace.